Oh boy.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Man, nothing much, man. Trying to share this real quick and silence all this nothing. Hold on.
Oh boy.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Man, nothing much, man. Trying to share this real quick.
There's an echo to it.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh boy.
What's up, man? One more thing. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm ready. How you doing, bro?
What? I'm doing good, my damn ass trash, fuck, man. I'm doing good though.
Man,
I just got to Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah, and I appreciate you coming on, agreeing to do this with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just wanted to, first, start off, how we connected, let everybody know how we connected, and all that. What's your feel on all of that?
So pretty much I came across a video of my boy Joseph. He was pretty much just doing like a motivational video, and I always love like just a motivational speech or motivational speeches from anyone. I remember when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Kobe. Kobe just as he work out, or highlights of Kobe, and it'll be motivational speeches with Kobe, where I'm talking while he work out. Or it was a guy named E.T. Eric Thomas that I watched before. He a great motivational speaker. And when I kind of blew, I kind of stopped like, hearing a lot from or like listening to a lot of motivational speeches. And then one time, I was feeling a certain type of way, and I stumbled across your video. And bro, when I tell you, we hit it right on dot. Matter of fact, I think you tagged me in it, and I
Yeah,
saved
probably
it,
did.
and it hit me right. Like, it was like, man, like I feel like bro, I really needed to hear this. And, I just started to hear out what you said a lot of times, or what you were saying a lot of times. And every time you would post a video, or every time you would post a certain type of text, it'll just go with how I was feeling. And man, I was just feeling like God was speaking to you to speak to me. So ever since then, we always been locked in. I made sure I locked your number in. And ever since that day, we'll call, be on the phone for hours, talking about things. Real light in my life for sure. Like a real light.
Yeah, man, that's all God. Because I didn't even know, we didn't even speak at first. We weren't talking. I didn't know what you was going through, or what was going
Yeah,
on your mind. So that's definitely all God. And it's amazing how, a lot of times we try to figure out certain things ourselves, but God
yeah,
already had that plan. God already, just had those answers, and we just
yeah.
kind of really just have to yield to Him and let God be God. And when we step aside and let Him be God, then the dots start to connect, and we see, that our steps are ordered. So
Your steps are order. Everything happens for a reason, and it's gonna happen a certain type of way before you even try to prevent it. Even if if it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. It's huge steps are in order.
yeah, nah, that's cool. That's cool. Yes, yeah, yeah. It was interesting though, because once we started talking, we would talk, like you say, for hours just about everything. And
Yeah,
and I think that's what really kind of just built that connection though. And then, I had
yeah,
shot you them books or whatever.
yeah. The books too. I read one of the books, and then I started on another book, and I haven't finished that one yet. But I got so many books. Like me, the way I wake up with a different mood. So I do things different down there every morning, but it'll always be like towards the same. Because you gotta have a type of routine, just to be successful. But I make sure my routine the same, but I switch it up. Like if I'm making a type of tea, I do ginger and lemon one day, or then ginger and apples, and just add
Yeah,
different fruits and vegetables. Like I always try to keep stuff different. But like man, it was the book I was reading about pretty much your life, like how you grew up and stuff. And bro, it was so many similarities. Like you didn't really too much get along with your fam, I believe, and like I didn't really too much get along with my fam neither. Like especially my pops, but relationships are good now though. They're strong. But like it was a lot of turmoil sometimes. I always felt like left out. And it was just pretty much like as if I wrote a book. Like I was reading the book that I wrote or something. Like that's how much it was resonating with me. So, you know,
yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, and that's one thing. You probably talking about the one called "The Making of a Voice." Probably
yeah,
it's probably this one right here.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's amazing just in the family dynamic, like yeah, me and my dad, we would clash, and me and my mom had a different type of relationship, but we'll still clash too. But I learned that it's no rule book in parenting, and now,
amen.
you a parent, so it's no rule book. And I learned that we have to get on that path of forgiveness and letting go, and just
Yeah,
charge up to the game, because we let a whole bunch of other people make it in the world. You know what I'm saying? So why we can't let what I'm saying, who God chose to give birth to us, to look after us, make it, and just forgive and just understand, okay, yeah, okay, maybe this happened, it was an accident, or maybe this happened, it was on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Yeah,
end of the day, you only get one mama, you only get one daddy, you only get one grandparents, set of grandparents and stuff like that or whatever. And if you fortunate enough to still have them in your life, we have to cherish those moments, man. We have to cherish them for
for
real.
sure you got to,
'Cause,
because a lot of people don't cherish a moment until like it's a memory, and by that time it's either too late or if you can't go back to fix whatever you want to fix. So
most
that's
definitely,
huge.
most definitely, man. So, man, when you dropped your last album, man, I don't know, it's just that depression song hit me. I was like,
Mhm.
man, I understand it. So I just want to know, where were you when those thoughts was going on? Or basically, what made you write that song?
I mean, like, okay, so I was pretty much in the studio, and like, usually when I pull up to the studio, I don't really know what I'm recording until I get there. But I pretty much know like the type of vibe that I want, like the type of song that I want. I just knew like the way I was feeling, man. It's just I wasn't in no mood for no hype song. I wasn't in no mood for no drill murder music. I just knew how I used to record. Like I wasn't in the mood for none of that. And I actually wanted to just try something different, but just really express how I feel. So I pulled up a type of beat. It was like a Billie Eilish type of beat. Like she's a great singer, and she's so different in her own type of way. I pulled up just a beat with her. Man, her sample in the background. The beat ended up getting changed though, because like when I tried to clear it, she ain't clear it for me. But I really looked up to her like, well, it was cool though. I wasn't tripping, but like I really looked up to her because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I never had bumped her until I heard the song with the sample behind it, though. And I was like, man, her voice beautiful. So, when I heard that beat, the first time I heard it, I just said, man, I know I can't sugarcoat nothing with this beat right here. I know I can't because I never sugarcoat nothing with Silver, but, just knew I had to be all the way thorough with how I was feeling. And, man, when I was recording it, I had to just close my eyes. And that was about the first thing I said when I was recording. I was like, my eyes closed. And, see, and I tried to make it like a song to where you can really like just feel me. Like if I was a player in front of a room full of people, like you would be like, damn, that motherfucker, like he going through something. Like you can feel it. Like so, that was pretty much just the purpose of that song to just get something off my chest. And sometimes making music like that will help you cope with what you got going on because it brings awareness to the people around you and your fans, and so they can vibe with you in a certain type of way to where they know that you going through the same stuff they going through, like
Mhm.
letting them know that you human, that you're not always just hype 24/7. So people won't be like, damn, I wonder how he always so hype, or I wonder why he this. But in reality, like I'm human just like you, and it's all about how you face them hardships, battle them hardships, and get over them. So once I can be that light for people to know that even I look like I'm the strongest person, like, but sometimes you can't have some weak moments, and you got to be stronger to overcome it. As long as a lot of people know that, then I feel like I'm doing my job because a lot of people will realize that life ain't perfect. It comes with certain type of moves, it comes with certain type of feelings. This is all about how you cope with it at that moment, and however you cope with it in that moment, whatever you do in that moment, that's what determines your future.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just, when I heard it, I was like, man, like he going through, but at the same time, him going through, like a lot of times when we would use the word going through, we think
Yeah,
people are stuck, but
yeah,
you were actually, but it's going through is actually movement. So you're
yeah.
moving through, what you're experiencing, what you're encountering.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was good, that you were able to release it because a lot of times people hold all it in. Like you said, you close your eyes and when what came out, that's what came out.
Yeah,
So I just believe it was a reason you wrote that song. It was a reason that you know you were able you wanted to basically it was you were able to show others what you were experiencing, what you were going through, and things like that. And it was like your testimony. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
And the people who hold it in, like once I was always like, what, that is how I am. Like I would be the type to just hold something in until I feel like it gotta be out. Those can be like the most dangerous people because like Once you hold it in, man, you can hold. You don't know how long you've been holding something in, and it can pile up to where your emotions be so strong once you finally let it out. Like you would do anything. So it's just really important to always be vocal. Like if something bothering you, with someone bothering you, to always let them know. This me. I'm all about meditation, and like I feel like if your it's different chakras you focus on when you meditate. So if your throat chakra is not too open, you not as vocal. You won't speak up when you know something is wrong. But then the time that you finally want to speak up, it'll probably be that 100 time it happened, and like you gonna speak up as if it's the 100 time you done said something about it, and they still did it.
Yeah,
So it's just all about being real vocal and letting people know, or letting and always letting yourself know too. Like you talk to self, be like, I'm not gonna allow this, or I shouldn't be doing this. Just being vocal, just letting people know. So to where, because I know when I used to hold a lot of stuff in, once I finally say something, like everybody be like, "Damn, this nigga is exploding!" Like, like he's going overboard. But really,
yeah.
it'll be a new thing to them. Because sometimes a lot of people don't know what's disturbing you, or what's going on.
Um,
You would think that
yeah,
they should have common sense to know, but I feel like some people really just don't have that understanding to know that sometimes, okay, this ain't the time to play, this ain't the time to say this ain't the time to do that. A lot of people don't know.
yeah. And I can definitely relate to that because I hold a lot in, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
have held a lot in. I gotten better, with communicating and things like that. But most of the time with me, when something about to hit the fan or it's close, or even I see some potential stuff that can, escalate and stuff, I just move around, which
yeah,
ain't
for
good all
sure.
the time either. Because you have to communicate, but yeah, and then sometimes, man, the you holding all that stuff in, the person that did it don't even get it. They don't even feel it. It be
Yeah,
somebody else. You blow up on the wrong person. Somebody say the wrong thing, and you just explode. So yeah,
yeah,
it's always good, to be vocal, especially in the times we're in. Because people are dying, left and right. We don't know. Tomorrow's not promised, so we don't know who's gonna be here 5 minutes from now. So we can hash out some stuff, talk to somebody, get some stuff off our chest, and it's ways to do it. And I'm still
yeah,
learning ways myself or whatever, but it's ways to do it. We have to take those steps to, if you really care about somebody, if you really love somebody, and you really want to make things right, we have to take those steps to do it, because tomorrow's not promised.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. But even with I was saying with your depression song, it's like you gave a testimony and people they overcome by the words of the testimony. So you got, you kind of open the window so people could look into your life and, like you said, oh, I can relate to that. Okay, okay. And I think the beauty about it is, like I said before, you were going through and you gave people hope because you're
Yeah,
not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like going into your next album, from dark to light. You're not there anymore. We all
yeah.
have a
That's
dark.
what's beautiful about it. That's what makes it so beautiful.
So, yeah, man, and and this lead me to the next question: Who is Bryson? Let everybody know who Bryson is. Everybody, they know NLE Choppa, but who is Bryson?
Bryson is a chill, laid back, funny, sometimes energetic, sometimes hype. Just a joking guy that really like to be in his own world. Because that's when he's best. Just always in his own world. Just when everything is going, just smooth. Everything smooth. Just I don't know. I be chilling. Like I'm always a chill type of happy person, and I just really want people to know me as like that person you can lean on. Like you know, to always if I'm there for you, if I'm in your life, I'ma always try to go that extra mile for you. But at the same time, go the extra mile for myself also. Cause if I can't push you, you know, I can't even push myself. So I gotta make sure everybody around me is getting pushed same way as I
Yeah,
push myself. Man, just a helping guy, like a loving guy, a light. I am that light. You know, it's so much to describe me, and I'm way different from NLE Choppa. But like, I'm Bryson is just, the genuine me, like just genuine, what I want to be. a lot more times than NLE. Like I don't even like just being, too famous sometimes. I want to be chill. I like to get to know fans, talk to fans, laugh with fans, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna back up a little bit because it was I had wrote something down I want to ask you about. It was it was in the song Depression. Let's see. What you meant by, in the chorus, it's kind of hard being you.
And I said, it's kind of hard being me. So pretty much it was like, okay, so me, like I'm a person. I know a lot of people can relate. I'm the person that always want to help. That always I'm a helping and healer. And I feel like at a point in time, my natural instinct is to naturally help. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I should never feel as if someone is taking me for granted or taking my happiness for granted, taking my smile, just my presence for granted, because I feel like I do too much to be taken for granted or to be, you know, I do too much for a person to not at least meet me halfway with how I'm treating them.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be kind of hard being me because every time I give somebody me, they'll be like, damn, it's either it wasn't enough or I gotta do this and do that. When off rip, like I'm doing way more than I have to do, than an average person would do. Like, so it'll always be kind of hard being me, and I had to, and it built, and it started to create type of person to me to where I just didn't want to fuck with people. I just didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to really do too much for certain people because it got to the point to where I was getting taken advantage of, which my, really, I want you to take advantage of me, but not in a way to where I'm just like, damn, this like it's never enough. You know what I mean? So it was kind of hard being me to the point to where every time I would be me, it would just be, people would just take it around with it and a lot of stuff would start sliding. Then I had to, end a little nice guy persona and be in the elite. I had to end my fault, somebody called me. I had to end a little damn. I had to end a little nice guy persona and just, be NLE Choppa. And that was just that part of me that I ain't just want to be like, have to, put my foot down or something, just because me, I like to chill. I like to everything just flow right. Never have to want to, say nothing about something or call something out or have to act in a certain way. So,
And it go, and it's kind of probably, let me see. I ain't gonna say the word, uh, but one of the lines, it's a real, you say I'm a real street dude, but I got depression. A lot of
yeah,
things really left my feelings hurting. Just want to please everybody. I'm not perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much it was just letting people know that it don't matter where you from, where you been, a lot of street niggas go through depression and they don't even, quite know that they had it. But everything's pretty much a mindset. Like it all starts with what you feed the soul, what you watching, what you eat, what you drink. That all play a part in your emotions on how you will feel because your body is like God's in the temple. So all this shit is really important on how you gonna feel. And if you're not feeding the soul, feeding the spirit, right? Like of course your thoughts is gonna be wild. You're gonna have them anxiety type thoughts, you're gonna have those depressive type thoughts, which is nothing wrong with it because it's all about acknowledging them and knowing what state you in and knowing the stuff you got to do to get out of that state. So once you get out of that state and just, once you start putting the right stuff to the soul, feeding the soul right, surrounding yourself around the right people, your thoughts will start to be more clear. It will like even knock the drugs out. Like your thoughts will be more clear. And a lot of people don't understand that because the environment they in, and it's like an ending cycle. It's like a never ending cycle of them doing the same stuff, thinking it's coping with, what they're going through, but it's not coping with it. It's actually like making it worse. Once people just go outside their box, outside, even though they don't be wanting to, they'll think about it as much as they want to. But it's like people they'll never do it because they think like, man, this shit'll never work. That's how they'll feel. And
That
man,
fear.
once I started stepping outside of the box, like meditating, doing different stuff to feed the soul, Bro, when I tell you I slowly started to stop smoking, being so mad, my anger issues went away, depression went away, anxiety went away. You know, my second guess, and that shit was out of there. I started having great intuition about certain things. Like a lot of stuff just started to unlock for me, and it's beautiful. Real.
Yeah, yeah. It's that fear. A lot of people fear change, fear, stepping out. I mean, that's why I believe, certain people stay in abusive relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know what's happening to them is wrong, and it shouldn't be happening, but for whatever reason they stand. They don't want to make that
Sure.
move. They scared nobody else going. They feel. I guess they feel that's as good as it gets. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ain't nobody else gonna love them or just whatever the situation may be. Everybody's situation is different, but people stay in people stay stuck, for a reason. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that depression is something serious because I remember last year I think it was August. Yeah, last year in August, I'm laying in the bed and this is my prayer to God. And I think I put that in the book. You probably read that or whatever. Like, God, if you don't want to wake me up the next day, I'm cool. And the reason why I was
Yeah.
like that, I'm like, I ain't accomplished nothing. That's how I feel. I'm like, I want to accomplish this and I want to accomplish that. But I just was, I had a bad taste in my mouth about the way my life looked, and I just started justifying everything. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have this, I don't have that, I haven't accomplished this, I haven't accomplished that. So, these certain people are not gonna miss me. So, just go ahead and remove me. I said that 2 times. Obviously, God just was, probably laughing. He ain't answered that prayer. And I think thankful
Because
he
he
did.
woke you up the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but I thank him that, he didn't or whatever, but I had to, I really, just got in a place of prayer and I was like, okay, God, what's going on? And God, basically told me to go to the mirror. The person in the mirror is the one that's holding everything back in your life.
Sure.
And you gotta stop. And I still struggle with it, not the depression part, but I still struggle with what I'm about to say is a lot of times we worry about what other people think. Like doing this live with you, man, I was going back and forth. I knew I was been supposed to do it. I was been supposed to ask you. I mentioned it to you, before. You was like, yeah, and I just put it to the side. I'm like, man, I wonder what people don't think. I wonder what so and so gonna think. I wonder what this. And a lot of times, man, we missing out on. We pray for our next. We want this to happen. We want that to happen, but we missing out on what God is gonna release to us is because we scared. We fear to take those steps. We
Yeah,
can't.
and like, and it be like that when you be kind of hesitant to take a certain step, and then once you actually do it, and then you realize how right it feel. Like you like, okay, I don't know why I was tripping. Like
Yeah.
everything is perfect, and then it's just being able to change people's lives too. Like that's what I've been trying to. You even helped me realize is like not even just worrying about a lot of times what people gonna say, even when you got some, it's a great message to get out. Just say it because at the end of the day, for that person that you not gonna reach that feel this away or this away, you gonna reach somebody else though. Like
Mhm.
somebody's gonna be touched, somebody's gonna be reached by your message. And, that's all that matter because if I think you told me this. I don't know who I heard it from, but it said if you can save one soul, you hear me? You saved yourself. If you can at least save one person, help somebody, correct their life, get their life together. That's a purpose. You did that. If it ain't, even though you probably wanted to reach 100 million, you reach one, and that's all that matters. Like you got somebody to reach. You know.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. Definitely feel you on that, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, let's say years from now, or just whatever, man, what would you want your legacy to say? You know what I'm saying? What would your legacy look like? What would you
Man, I
leave?
want
Basically, your footprints on this earth. What would it say? What would it speak?
Man, I want people to just be like, NLE, Bryson, whatever you want to call me. Like, I just want everybody to know that I changed the world. Like, this is one of my affirmations I write down. And this one of the affirmations I read daily. I changed the world. I say it daily. I say it every day. I changed the world because, like, And I know like my higher self, my future self, I always tell my present self, like, man, you already did it. You already done it, but just know like it's not gonna be, easy. You gotta really be dedicated to it. So I wanna do so much stuff as far as like just putting different type of vegan restaurants throughout the world, like to feed people right to where they can think right, or helping especially us black people, a lot of melanin people to start gardening, like just giving seeds out to start our own garden, or getting land to have affordable housing, little stuff like that. And I just want to knock out each bird at one time, like at least put my energy towards something for a whole year and watch it blossom, and then be like, okay, I got this next year. I need to do this. Just finding different ways, and always going back to my journal and writing down whatever I want to do, but write it down as if I already did it. So to where my thoughts can flow the right way, to where I can know what I need to do it. And it's just at this point, I swear the only thing that I need right now, and I say this probably the biggest thing that I just need, man, is patience. Cause whatever divine path I'm on, it's already been done. Like I'm on the right path. I think the right way. Everything is already done. Like I don't want to do nothing that can harm anybody. It's all positive. So if I'm putting the good in, I know I can get the good out. I just have to remind myself daily to be positive. I mean, to be patient, because it's not just gonna happen. Like that. I got a real deal. Like, okay, first step, this one. It's like taking baby steps, but not patience is not being, it's not waiting, like just waiting long as hell. Like you gotta work, keep yourself occupied, but at the same time still know that okay, I gotta be patient, it's gonna get done.
Yeah, yeah. I think we talked about this. I don't remember, but I definitely, man, I definitely see you doing movies, different shows, just even, how I believe God speak to you anyway and just show you different things, even with your music videos. You know what I'm saying? It kind of seemed like it's before its time, you know what I'm saying? But I believe Missy Elliott, people say Missy Elliott was before her time, but to me it was right on time or whatever. So I say, man, if it ain't been done, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you got that, God gave you that vision, that concept, you know what I'm saying, just movie type stuff, you know what I'm saying, or just however it flow out, man, step out there, man, and do it. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Just do it for real, for real. Yeah, yeah. Cause I just it's the way your brain work. And certain stuff you be seeing and stuff like that or whatever. And you be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Hey, nah, do it, bro.
For
Like,
sure.
like do it. I'm making sense.
Yeah, I got you on God. Like I was just having a talk about this to somebody else. They were telling me, man, you got to do it. Just,
Yeah,
just do it. And I'm like, man, I'm telling you, I'm doing it. Like
yeah.
I got you. I'm gonna do it.
Because
So
it's about. I mean, we are really in a time where God is really birthing out world changers and trailblazers and innovators and all those type of great things or whatever. But in order to blaze the trail, in order to be a world changer, we have to do what hasn't been done. And
yeah,
it's a lot of people that's in the grave, a lot of people that's still alive now that, God gave an idea to, God gave an assignment to. But because of fear or just laziness or whatever, or both or whatever, they didn't step out or because it
yeah,
didn't fully make sense to them. You know what I'm saying? But God is not, I be sending this and posting this all the time. God is not after a duplicate. He's after that original. And you're the
yeah, for
original.
sure.
You know, like if it's been done before, we don't need it. We don't need the second best. We don't need the third best. We need what God placed in you. So
Yeah,
and definitely, go forth in that, man. Just whatever it is. You don't even have to share what it is, but whatever you've been writing down or recording or just whatever, and step out in it.
for sure. I got you.
Yeah. So what we trying to do? Get the Bryson video too.
10 million, man. I'm trying to get it to 10 mil. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so grateful and blessed, bro. Cause like I don't even have Instagram to promote my music, man, and I still see my music
Yeah.
doing 10 million views in 1 month. Narrow just did 13 million views in 1 month. Like, that is a blessing, man. Like, just to be able to still be able to get my message across or get certain things across that I love doing without, with knowing that it's a lot of stuff, that I don't have access to anymore. Like, it's beautiful, bro. It's very beautiful, and I'm so grateful. Like, sometimes I be caught up in the points where I'm like, man, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. But shit, you gotta always look at what you do got though. Like, you ain't got this, but guess what you do have though. Like, so I just been, it's just a blessing, and to be able to still just have to work harder to get my stuff to where I want, and it's not as easy as it once was for me. I feel like that's a blessing too, because once they give me whatever I need back, I'm gonna be like even more of a workaholic to where like I'm gonna bust your ass 10 times more because like of the work ethic I am, the mindset I got now, like it's gonna be able to, it's gonna be unstoppable. That's another affirmation I say. I say I'm unstoppable. I can accomplish anything. So it's just being, grateful too. Being grateful is very big. If you're not grateful, you will have blessings right in your face, and you feel like they won't even be there. I just want you not be grateful. So gotta be grateful, patient, and just keep working towards this. So 10 mil, where we trying to get it to though?
Yeah. You said something key, man. About you say you don't have an Instagram, and but you appreciate what you do have, and a lot of times we always looking across the street, but we forget what's in our own yard. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And we have to appreciate what God has given us. Because I remember somebody said this a long time ago. Everything you need is already on the inside of you,
for sure.
and, and if you don't have it, it's on the way to you. You know,
Yeah,
so I think in just some down moments, man, just go ahead and step back and just remember, okay, I had this going, I had that going. Obviously, you don't. I mean, Instagram is a great tool. Don't get me wrong. A great
hmm,
platform to get this and that out or whatever. But at the same time, I believe God is showing you that what's in you, like you said, it's unstoppable. Like it's gonna
yeah,
happen regardless if you have this, that, if I think something happened with YouTube or something. I think I seen you
yeah,
post something like that. Like basically what the messages you're here to tell, what your assignments are, what you're doing cannot be stopped. And I guess, it looked like God wants you to just really understand that and really tap into that or whatever. Like he gonna make a way. Like
yeah,
everything that everybody think that they need, they don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when this virus hit, people had a whole bunch of schedules. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was texting Michael Strahan or whatever, and all the time I'm talking about before the virus. He's like, yeah, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. Like his schedule is set from like 7, 6 in the morning to all the way, what I'm saying, to that nighttime, and it rotate. The next day it's the same thing. And then
yeah.
when the virus, he was like, man, when the world picked back up, half the stuff I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do anymore because it wasn't a necessity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you
Like the
just, it's
whole
an
world
eye
stopped.
opener to a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
on God, my schedule was packed. I was gonna go overseas to perform. Now that I kind of wish I would have got to though, because I never got to. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm cool in that because it helped me find who me really was, who I really was. I did a lot of this pandemic was golden for me. Well, pandemic I call it. It was golden for me because I stopped smoking. I stopped doing so much, bro. Like I stopped smoking. I really changed my life around. My daughter was born. It's just been a true blessing for me. Like a lot of people look at stuff, it's like, oh shit, it slowed this down or slowed that down. But I feel like it give you the most time to work on what's most important, and it's you. So shit.
yeah, yeah. What I believe God was doing with this whole thing. See, a lot of times people pray for certain things. God, I want
Mm,
this and I want that and this and that, but they don't. I probably mentioned it earlier, but they don't take that initiative to go do it. They make excuses, and it's laziness. Of course, it's fear and things like that. But I just believe God paused the whole world just so you can hear Him, just so you can pay attention, and just so you can have time. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that." Okay, well now you
mm.
have time. Your job is shut down. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah, you got
like yeah, like your daily routine that you thought that was a necessity. It's not a necessity. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so now you can do it. Now, if you don't do it, it's your fault. It's been your fault, but it's really your fault now. You can't blame anybody else. You know, so you know, I just think, you know, I've grown to try to look at the light in every situation. You know, the positive in every situation. Of course, the negative be right there to my left, but you know, we make a choice to feed into that, to not. For example, we could be riding the car. You have a flat tire. Yeah, it's a bummer. You know, it's dampening your day. You know, it's preventing you to get to where you're going. But at the same time, the tire could have blew out, and you could have caused a wreck. Could have
For
killed
sure.
yourself, killed somebody else. It could have been more than one tire. So it's like you know, I choose to look at this situation this way versus the other
Yeah.
one. You know,
That's a
yeah,
great way to look at stuff. Because if you look at stuff like that, you'll know everything. That's really when you realize your steps are ordered when certain stuff happen, and you just be like sometimes when I'd be bored on the plane, and my damn plane, they'll tell everybody to get out the plane because the windshield wipers ain't working or something. They'll say something crazy. I was like, shit, and they'll put us on a whole new plane. I was like, that plane was destined to drop. So I'd be, it just be little stuff like that. So you always gotta have that mindset to know that, everything
yeah,
happens for a reason. Matter of fact, somebody told me every part of the day happens for a reason. Like every sound, every smell, everything, every part of the day happens for a reason. So it's huge.
man. Right before we got on here, I was on your Twitter, man. I mean, you could speak on it or not, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's some light. You know, with something positive with famous Dexter or Dex.
Yeah, famous Dex. Um,
Yeah,
I was pretty much like, even though I don't have a gram or nothing, I still have a little spam account to where I just look at certain stuff to keep up on certain stuff.
yeah,
And bro, I was just peeping at these vlogs, these blogs. They always posted him, or they'll post them to where they'll make captions to where it's like you pretty much making a joke about somebody's mental health or how they feeling, or a joke about their addiction. But once this person pass away, y'all will be the first ones trying to post, oh, RIP, oh, oh, let's bump his music, or oh, prayers, he should have got stopped, he should have had help, bro. Like I'm tired of people, tired of seeing people have to pass away for you to care, or and then you don't really even care because at the same time a lot of that happen, and once that next person come around, you gonna do the same stuff, joke about this person, or not really even try to help that person overcome what they're going through, but just post them and get a lot of views up, get a lot of comments, and you don't even pray for the motherfucker. You just straight posting them at their lowest, and just wanting some little views or some likes about this comment you making about this person, but you ain't even trying to pray for him. You ain't trying to check with his team to make sure he even got the right people around him. Like, you know, I don't
yeah,
find certain stuff funny, bro, because like I know how serious certain things is, and I feel like a lot of people don't take life serious enough. Like I don't like to be serious 24/7, but when the serious matter at hand, I feel like it shouldn't be played with because they could be your brother, they could be shit, they could be you, and you could be dying and crying out for help, and you just be scared to say it, how they feel to say it, and shit, a motherfucker just making fun of you. This- how is it gonna help a motherfucker? They're gonna make them use whatever they use and even more.
yeah,
It's just all about. I really wanted. I made that public because I wanted a lot of fans to just start to show a type of care for him to keep putting it in his ear. And but most importantly, like the label he signed to, because you signed to a label. That's your artist. Like once you sign, that's pretty much your artist. That's a priority. And I feel like, man, if I was addicted to something in my label ain't doing everything in their power to make sure I don't turn into no addict, or do this, bro. Like y'all failing, you failing your artist, bro. Like that's not cool in no way, shape, form. Because as soon as he will pass away or something, or OD or something, they gonna make sure that his music on every playlist, or they gonna make sure his music dropping all this stuff, but not while he here. I just don't rock with it. It's not. I don't rock with it. And someone was telling me to say it. I feel like God was telling me to say something because it needed to be said for sure. So
Yeah, it looked like he received it though. You know, it was a
yeah,
minor misunderstanding at first on his part or whatever. I guess how he received it or whatever. But then
mm,
he received it, man. I think that was good. I think that was powerful, really, and it opened a lot of eyes.
for sure. I mean, a lot of people gonna receive it another way. You just gotta keep bringing that love to them. You know, a lot of
Yeah,
people when once you speak on some, they'll feel as if you picking on them or something. But really, bro, it really just be in your heart to say it. Like you really care. And this is what I was trying to come from. Like the way he responded the first time, I could have said whatever, man, fuck you or fuck fuck you, bro. I was just trying to, that's not a person that's trying to help. A person who respond like that. Because if you trying to help, you're gonna make sure you even if he took it as that, you're gonna at least make sure a few more times that, hey, bro, like I was for real. I actually care. Like it don't matter how bad you think it make you look. Really just really just trying to bring somebody up for real. And those my pure intentions with that. Like for real, cause I grew up listening to him. I heard his music growing up. Like you don't want to see people like that, bro. That's not the way you want to fall off, man. Like, I mean it.
yeah, yeah. I think you did a great thing, man.
I
Shine some light.
appreciate it
Yeah, shine some light in that situation. You just reached out. You know, when you feel like somebody was in need, ain't nothing wrong with that. You
for
know,
sure.
and more people should do that. More
For
some.
real, a lot of more rappers really like a lot of people not gonna listen. A lot of people not gonna listen to. I, my point perspective, I see a lot of people don't too much listen to their fans, but me, like I'm on my phone. I'm liking every comment from my fan. I read a lot of what my fans say, so I know like if this is something about me that I don't even know about, I see it. So I feel like a lot of people need that rapper or that person with that verified check mark or something. That's why you verified to help and heal, to help people, and then you gotta especially help the people that's public figures like that, So I feel like as a whole, a lot more people in the entertainment industry should, start coming about and just want to help people. And it just starts with one person saying something. So,
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, man. We're gonna wrap this up, man. But and like I sent you, see what you made 18 when? It was early this month, right?
you said when I turned 18,
Yeah, yeah, turned 18, right?
November 1st.
Yeah, yeah. Man, made 18, bro. Like that's major, man. That's major. And I had sent you that message, the video, both or whatever. That's
Yeah.
major because you didn't think so, and other people didn't think so. You was gonna make it to 18. You know what I'm saying? You had many obstacles, situations that pop off to not to allow you not to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still here, you still standing, and I believe it's definitely for God's purpose, God's assignment, God's call on your life, man. So just even with I was telling you this on the phone, even with your transition, your change you made, what I'm saying, your spiritual journey that you're on, what I'm saying? Like what I commend what I commend you on with that journey, with that change, it was overnight. It was like literally like your album, from dark to light, and you made a
Yeah.
decision. And a lot of people suffer from making a decision. I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I like, okay, now I ain't gonna do that, I ain't gonna do that or whatever. But you actually made a decision and you stuck with it. And then you
Yeah.
seen, yourself progress and things like that. So I applaud you for that, man. I salute you for that or whatever. Even sometimes people fall off, sometimes people go left, go right or whatever. But you still made a decision to change.
Yeah, for sure.
A public decision. What I'm saying? You backing it, and you trying to help people, on your journey. And I think that's great. So if that's making you a better man, person, father, what I'm saying, artist, what I'm saying, continue to down your journey or whatever, because God don't make mistakes. What I'm saying? Everybody's path is different. What I'm saying?
Mm.
My path is different than yours is different than mine, and I think that's the beauty about life, because everybody encounters different situations, everybody encounters different things or whatever. But you know. But yeah, man, you made it, man. You made it. And I think that's just something I'm just kind of highlighting, you know, key moments in your life, you know, in case you do get down.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? In case, you know, like, oh man, you know, this going down, this going down, and you start questioning things. Now you made it to 18. You know what I'm saying? You making it without Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing some great stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes life hits us hard, you know, and try to remind us of certain things, spark up certain mindsets, old mindsets and stuff like that or whatever. But you know, I always tell people to check God's resume in your life. You know what I'm saying? You've been through tougher things, you know what I'm saying? But you still here, you still standing or whatever. So hey bro, you know, keep going forward, man. Keep pushing.
I got you. I appreciate you so much too, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. But any last words, man? You know, for whatever.
I just want to let everybody know, man. Shit. Um, I suck at closing stuff out. I gotta get better at that. But man, look, big shout out to my boy. He helped me. You know, he always. I need everybody to follow him first and foremost. Whenever you feeling down, I promise he gonna deliver some type of message to where it's gonna hit you right when you need it, right when you most need it. So I just need everybody to always make sure that they following, bro. Because you know, as far as man helped me so much through a lot of stuff. I'm talking about daily. Every time if I'm feeling this way, feeling a little south, he'll bring me back up north. You know, so I always make sure just recognize how you feeling, but recognize how you always overcome that. And, man, stay positive, man. Stay meditating. Make sure y'all keeping God first throughout the whole process. Prayer is very important. Make sure y'all pray. You know, just do a lot of stuff to feed the soul, right? And I just want to say I love y'all. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm listening. I appreciate you, bro.
Ain't no problem, man. I appreciate you too, bro.
For sure.
All right, man.
All right. You be blessed, man.
You too, bro.